Welcome back to the channel. Today we're looking at Fiserv. This is the ticker FI. Price is currently trading at levels we haven't seen since 2018. And in this video I will walk you through what I'm waiting for in order to take a trade. So let's jump into TradingView for a technical analysis on Fiserv. Okay, let's start from the beginning. So I will clean the chart. And Fiserv has been on the market since 1986. And you can see here that we have had a very strong move to the upside. And I would say for the past 5 years, we had, of course, the volatility during the COVID low or the COVID crash. And since then, we have had a very strong move to the upside with very clear higher highs and higher lows, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. And then since the all-time high in 2025, this is February this year, we have had a massive move to the downside, top to bottom minus 72%. And basically round tripping profits all the way from the beginning of 2018. Brutal. And what we can see here is that when we had this move to the upside, this is the monthly time frame. You can see here we had a higher high, higher low, and then a unconfirmed higher high. But then price instead reversed, and we had a bearish market structure shift once we closed the month below $205, and this happened in April. So yeah, this was the tariff crash. So once we had that monthly close, according to my trading strategy, that is a confirmation that price is most likely moving further south. But typically we would see a retracement to the upside in this case. That did not really happen. We only had a small retracement before price just continued further south. And we have a few large liquidity sweeps. So we have one here at $145, and now just most recently this one, and yeah, this entire range here completely wiped out. This is actually the COVID low. And actually we even took the lows from 2019. Absolutely brutal. So I haven't seen this kind of move for a while. We had something similar happening in UNH, but if I remember correctly, we didn't really wipe out profits for that many years. I need to go back and see my video of that analysis. I haven't looked at it in a while. But wow, so COVID low liquidity, that is significant in my view. And I think we will look at the Fibonacci expansion for this move to the downside. So if we take it from the top to this swing low, interesting. So I think I will mark out these ones and see here. So basically this right here is a new, it's new high, and then actually we make a lower low and a lower high, and for that swing with the Fibonacci expansions we have the minus 0.618 at this level, but we did not have any reaction at that level. Just completely broke down to the -1, and in this case the -1 Fibonacci level is pretty much identical to the COVID low liquidity or the low from 2019. So in my view, actually this expansion to the downside is significant, and it could be that this is where price decides to reverse. We have to wait and see, of course, and see what the lower time frame looks like. But I don't think we have ever had this kind of drawdown in Fiserv before. So this is 72%, and then during the COVID crash we had 41%, and then if we go back to the 2008 crash, let's take it from this high here, 53%, and then back in 2002, 52%. Yeah, I would say that what has happened now in the past couple of months is significant. We haven't seen anything like it in Fiserv before. So some thoughts on this is that we left a untouched or untested bearish monthly order block at $157 to $161. And here I would actually say when we started ranging here between the 130, 140, yeah, 130, $140, I would actually have expected price to retest this bearish order block, but it was not strong enough to do that. It just completely broke down. Yeah, I think on the monthly time frame, we just had a monthly close, so we will have November open candle tomorrow, Monday. But here I would actually like price to stay in this level for quite some time in order to start developing a bullish reversal pattern. And if that would happen, I would target the untested bearish order block or resistant level at the $157. That is actually quite a big move. That is 135%. Okay, yeah. This will take some time to recover. That's for sure. But that would be my target on a monthly time frame. And then let's go to the weekly. Yeah, steady move to the downside. Actually, you could see here that we did actually test. We actually did retest this weekly order block here on the way down. So we had some retracement. It just hasn't been visible on the monthly time frame. But again, here as well, it was clear once we broke down or closed the weekly candle below $199. This was back in March, April. That was actually the beginning of the move to the downside, and since then we have had lower lows, lower highs, and now just most recently on this massive candle here. This is a big one. Only this candle is 47%. Wow. Not a good day to be an investor in Fiserv. So what I would like to see here is that price starts to build a bullish reversal on the monthly time frame. I think this will take many weeks, but something like this, where we have a move to the downside, a little bit of a ranging, sweeping that liquidity, and then finally closing the weekly candle above this, let's say, newly formed lower high. That for me would be an indication to take a trade on the weekly time frame, and I would for sure keep my first target in this level here, which is 121, which is a untested weekly order block or bearish order block resistant level. So that would be my target for such a move. But again, this I think this will take some time to recover. I would personally, I would not go into an aggressive trade on this one before having that structure built. And the reason for that is that I have a hard time seeing where I would keep my stop loss. So that's in my view, that's the best way of waiting for these high conviction triggers, because you have a clear invalidation level of where you should probably exit the trade if price is not moving as you have betted on. So in this case here, we have where to put, I mean, I guess you could place a stop loss, maybe 2016 low, but again, it's a very aggressive trade, nothing that I would like to trade or take risk on. So, but I will keep this on my watch list. I think this is a very, very interesting move, and especially that we have had the expansion to the -1 Fibonacci level makes this really, really interesting, as well as we have swept the COVID low liquidity. Let's see how price develops in the next couple of weeks and month. And if you are a long-term investor in Fiserv, or if you're looking to take a trade, please put some comments in the comment section below. I'm just really curious to see what people think about this ticker. I had personally never heard about it since I saw the news last week. So very, very interesting. Just a quick reminder, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a swing trader who enjoys sharing my journey with the viewers here on YouTube. And if you like this kind of content, please feel free to help out my channel by liking the video, subscribing, and if you have any requests of tickers that you would like me to analyze in a future video, just drop it in the comment section below, and I hope to see you in the next one.